it's a stretch class today. We're going to take our hands out in front. We're just going to roll those wrists. Just going to get ourselves oiled up. Ooh, I'm already warm. Rotate those wrists the other way. Take those arms down to your side. Nice big arm circles. You can walk forward. If you do walk forward, try to go up onto those toes. Nice and slow with a nice stretch. Very slow. When you go backwards, reverse that arm circle and reverse those feet. So nice and slow, roll up onto your heel, pull those toes to your nose. Really feel that stretch. Going forward, reverse those arms, they're going forward. Coming up onto those toes, taking a break for a second. Then going backwards. Slowly come back to where you started. Shift your weight to the left side. Bring up your right foot. Just rotate that ankle. Either direction, it doesn't matter. Bring those hands out in front of you. Stretch those fingers. You're pulling one finger down at a time, all the way to your thumb. Reverse that direction of that ankle. Slowly bring that leg down. Shift that weight over to your right side. Slowly bring up your left foot. Circles. Either direction, it doesn't matter. Take your hands together. Pull them down. Prayer pose. Feel that stretch in your wrist. Reverse that ankle. Shake all that out. Put your hands on top of your hip bones, your crests. Do a few pelvic tilts forward and back till you find neutral. So that bucket is nice and straight. The bucket's not tipping water out, forward or back. Once you find that pelvic neutral, rotate those hips. Either direction, it doesn't matter. It's not real big circles and it's not real fast. Just trying to oil you up. Reverse that direction. Slowly come back to center. Take your chin and we're going to tuck it backwards. We're just going to go back and forward. Back and forward. Your chin is parallel to the ground. It's just back and forward. Back and forward. You should feel the stretch in the back of your neck. Chin staying parallel. When you go back, you can hold it here and come forward. Push it back. Pretend like you're in your car and using the headrest that you never use. Push your head back into that headrest. The rest of your body's staying straight. Your body isn't curving. Couple more times. Slowly take that hand away. Take your chin to your chest. Slowly tip back up. Take that chin over to your right side. Take your left hand, place it on your chin. Give it a little bit of overpressure. So you're pushing your chin to your shoulder, more or less, or over your shoulder. But now take that chin and push it into your hand. So you're trying to look to the right side, but your left hand is stopping you. Look over your right shoulder, give it a little pressure. Again, now push into your hand, trying to look over your left shoulder. Release that. Look over your right shoulder. You should feel yourself getting a little bit further each time. One more time. Try to look over your left shoulder, but your hand is stopping you. Push that chin back over to the shoulder. Release that. We're going to switch sides. Take your head, look over your left shoulder, put your right hand on your chin. Try to push it just a little bit, not much. Now try to look to your to your right, while your right hand is pushing. Release that, look a little bit further over your shoulder. Try to look to your right side again while your right hand is stopping. Release that. You should be gaining a little bit more motion. One last time. Release that. Shake that out. We're going to take our hands out in front of us. We're going to slowly expand that. You should feel this stretch right through here. Slowly come back. If you need a wall, you can totally do this on the wall. Slowly expand out, squeezing the shoulder blades behind you. Really stretching out that chest. One more time. Shake that out. Come back to center. We're going to stretch out our adductors. So we're going to go out to the side and do a side lunge. Don't lunge all the way down. Just go slightly down till you feel that stretch on the inside. Try to stay stacked. Shoulders over your hips. And then slowly come out after you've held it for about 6 seconds. And then slowly just drop back down. Not fast. Slowly come up and switch directions. Hold it for about 6 seconds. Slowly press yourself back up and just slowly go back down. Slowly come back up. Slowly walk your feet back together. Shake that out. We're going to take our hands. We're going to go up over top. We're going to go up onto our toes and stretch out. Just stretch, 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 stretch. Come back onto your heels. Take those hands together. Bring them down through center. Stop them on your lower back. about right here. And then slowly tip back. Back extension. Slowly come back up onto center. Slowly squat down. Come up onto those toes. Slight chair pose if you want to bring your arms out. Bring them back to center. Slowly stand up. Arms come up onto those toes. Stretch that out. You might want to clasp your hands. Bring them up. One more time through. Bring those hands together. Down through center. Back to your lower back. Slowly tip back. Feel that stretch. Slowly tip back up. If you got it, slowly squat up onto those toes. If you don't have the squat, just come up onto those toes. Slowly stand back up, heels down. Take your left foot, bring it back behind you. So your toes are curled onto the floor. Top of your foot is on the floor, like this. Feel the stretch on the top of your foot to the shin. Again, toes are behind you, curled. They sort of look like this. And you're sinking down into it. Slowly stand back up. Switch sides. Taking my toes behind me, curling them under. Slowly come back up, shake that out, bend your toes. We're gonna do a standing knee to chest. You may need something to hold on to. Doesn't matter which leg you start with. I'm gonna start with my left. I'm gonna pull this in as far as I can. You might need a wall to do this. You can also do this on the chair. Pull it in. Slowly let that down. Bring up the other leg. Slowly bring that down. You can go to your knees if you'd like, or you can continue to stand. I'm gonna go to my knees because I wanna sit on my toes and stretch out my toes a little bit. You can continue to stand to do this. You don't have to go to kneeling if you don't want. We're gonna stretch our triceps. We're gonna take our right hand and put it put it behind your back and pull down. It should look like this. Now we're going to take that right hand or left hand, whatever hand you just were stretching, we're going to take that hand and we're going to push it down our side and take our chin and go the other way. So your ear is going to my left ear is going to my left shoulder and my right hand is going down my side. So you should feel the stretch right through here. If you want, I'm on my left, so I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to put a little bit of overpressure. It'll deepen the stretch. Again, you should feel the stretch right through here. Switch sides. So now my left hand is going down my side. My right ear is going to my right shoulder. Now we're taking, if you want to, you can take your right hand and pull that ear closer. If you're still standing, come on down to all fours, quadruped position. Once you're there, just slowly rock forward and backwards. Your hands will be under your shoulders and backwards. When you go forwards, you should feel a little stretch in your wrist. Take those knees ever so slightly outside of your shoulders. You can move your hands forward a little and come forward. Butterfly stretch. This. Slowly rock back. Give your wrists and your knees a break. Slowly come forward. Slowly come back to all fours. Take those wrists, fold them underneath you, or fold them so like this. Like this. So this part of your hand will be on the floor. This part of your hand will be on the floor. You should feel the stretch in the top of your wrists. You don't have to totally lean into it, just so you feel a stretch. Walk those hands back out. Slowly go into cat camel. So you're looking up when your back goes down. You're taking that chin to your chest and you're really lifting your belly button into your back. Up and down. Slowly go back into child's pose. Reach those arms up, big toes together. Feel the stretch in your shoulders. If you can't go all the way up overhead, just take your hands down to your sides. Forehead's on the ground. Slowly walk those hands over to the right side. You should feel a stretch on your left side. So my hands are walking over to the right, stretching the left. Slowly walk those hands back over to the right hand side. back to the center. Slowly walk those hands back in. Push yourself up and come to a seated position. Feet are out in front of you. Slowly walk those hands just down to your shins, your knees, your shins, your ankles, your toes. Whatever you're feeling today. Nice little stretch. Come back up. Take that left foot. Put it over your right foot or your right knee. Take your right hand. Put it over your knee and twist. Seated twist. Slowly unwind. Take those hands up. And then slowly stretch out again to your legs, to your feet. Maybe you might get a little further, maybe you don't. Legs are nice and straight. Slowly come back up. Take that right foot, put it over your left foot. Foot is about at your knee. If you can't get there, just put your foot a little bit below your knee. Take your left hand, come across your body. Right hand's going back. Looking back over that right shoulder. Slowly unwind yourself. Reach up nice and tall. And slowly fold over. Maybe you're getting a little further, maybe you're not. Slowly come back up. Take those feet together into a butterfly. You can put over pressure. You want to sit straight up. Pull those feet into you, shoulders coming up. Slowly take your chin, look over your right shoulder. Give it a little stretch. Slowly rotate back to center. Take that chin again over your left shoulder. While holding the butterfly stretch, come back to center. Slowly slide those heels out in front of you. Take your left hand and reach out towards your right foot. Feeling the stretch down your left side. Slowly come back up. Take that right hand. Slowly reach out to your left. Slowly come back up. Walk those fingers out in front of you. Hold that pose. Slowly come back to center. Bring your feet to the ground. Take your left foot, put it on your right knee. It may be easier to have both feet out. Take your foot over your left knee and then slide your heel into your bottom. We're doing seated figure 4. You should feel the stretch in your behind. Stretching out those external rotators of your hips. Slowly bring that foot back out. Put your foot down. Rotate. So now your right foot's going over your left foot's coming in. One side probably will be significantly tighter than the other. Slowly slide that foot back out. Roll back onto your back. Feet on the floor, arms are out. You're going to drop your knees over to the right side. Spinal twist. If you have it, take your chin and look to the left. So you're looking in the opposite direction of your legs. Slowly move those knees and chin back to center. Roll those knees the other direction. And the chin's going the other direction. So my knees are now going left and my chin is going right. Come back up. Take the soles of your feet together, up in the air. Bring them down. And then lay them out. So we're doing a supine butterfly. Again, it'll be soles of the feet together. Bring the soles of your feet down. And then rotate that position down to the ground. Slowly bring your knees back together, feet on the floor. We're going to push ourselves up into bridge. Slowly push yourself up into bridge. Feel the stretch. Once you've been there for about 6 seconds, slowly drop yourself down. Squish that marshmallow. Put your pelvis in the right place. Slowly come back up. Slowly come back down. Bring that right knee into your chest. Pull it. You can straighten out your left leg if you'd like, or you can keep it bent. Slowly bring that foot to your hand. So you're going to look like this. You're going to pull your foot in and give your leg a little push out. So I'm pulling my foot in and pushing my knee out. My hand is not on my knee, it's just a little bit above it. Release that. Bring the other knee to your chest. Pull it in. Hold it. Rotate that foot. Grab the foot. Again, pull the foot towards you. Push the knee down. Hand is not on any joint. Slowly release that. Bring both knees into your chest. Rotate those feet up. Happy baby. Rock back and forth on that spine. I'm pulling my big toes. Slowly bring your feet back down to the ground. Roll over onto your side. Slowly push yourself back up. Give yourself a big old hug. Pat yourself on the back. That was stretch class.